All right, he's a social media star with nearly 2 million followers on Instagram, and he is also a Long Islander.
Nice. Allison Morris is here to show us a day in the life of Tank Sinatra. Hello.
Hi, guys. Yeah, we had a very cool social media day today. It was really fun hanging out with Tank. Stephen Derry, Insta fame is an interesting thing. Tank Sinatra is one of the most popular meme accounts on social media, but having millions of followers on Instagram won't necessarily make you a millionaire.
I wake up, I drink coffee, I check my Instagram.
Except when George Resch checks his Instagram, he has over 1.3 million followers. The Long Island dad, better known as Tank Sinatra, started his account about 3 years ago, making memes.
I find the human condition hilarious. The fact that we all think we're like so evolved, yet we all get jammed up by the same things. That's very funny to me.
A few years ago, he offered to make content for Insta-star The Fat Jewish. And before long, Tank's account was on fire, too.
He just started taking the content that I was making and finding and posting it and tagging me in it. And he had me up to 300,000 followers before I even knew what was going on.
Really quick.
Yeah.
And that's when Tank started churning out some of his best work.
Yeah, when The Rock reposted me, that was the best day of my life. It was a picture of his face photoshopped into Barack Obama, and I captioned it The Rock Obama, play on words.
Leonardo DiCaprio inspired another winner.
When Leonardo DiCaprio, when his Oscar thing was going on, I made a meme that said Leonardo DiCaprio should win an Oscar for acting like not winning an Oscar doesn't bother him.
So what makes a meme Tank Sinatra worthy? A cute animal and a celeb never hurt.
I don't like joking about alcohol, drugs, sex, farts, like 9-year-old humor. Life is just very complicated, and I try and the corners of where I see people struggle and bring humor there, and that's it.
His all-time favorite, this post about Matthew Perry from Friends.
I took a picture of him looking really bad, you know, and it said, and the caption was, "When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year."
Tank got started in comedy well before Instagram was around. Growing up a self-proclaimed chubby kid in Comac, a joke was his best defense mechanism.
I was, I think, more fearful that people were going to make fun of me, so I would just beat them to the punch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would just make fun of myself first. And then, sharpening that skill, humor is a skill.
It's a skill he's turned into a second career. Fencing salesman by day, Tank creates most of his memes in his car, often at this 7-Eleven.
But I'm in the car 90% of my day anyway. Okay. So that's where most of my stuff happens.
2017 has provided great content for comedy, but it's also had its fair share of tragedies. To counter that, this fall, Tank started a second Insta account, Tank's Good News, to show off all the good things happening in our world. It already has more than 500,000 followers.
So it was born specifically out of Hurricane Harvey, which was a devastating storm in Texas. But it almost seems like the more devastating a tragedy is, the more good comes out of it. And the amount of people that were stepping up to help their neighbors and people that couldn't help themselves was incredible.
Earlier this year, he published his first book, Happy as the New Rich, sharing a decade of his life's mistakes and learnings. And while all his followers in Insta fame make him happy, they haven't exactly made Tank rich.
So just because people know who I am doesn't mean that I'm able to convert that into dollars.
Casper sent him a free bed in exchange for an ad. But more often than not, the offers are lousy. And that's why Tank also works at Brandfire, a creative agency in Manhattan.
Dude, what's up, bro?
This is where he collaborates with other meme masters, like Adam the Creator.
I have a great idea about the script.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I want to run it by you.
Black Humorist, and The Daily Lit.
You don't do any fake tweets, right?
I did one for Donald Trump. I made a fake tweet.
The hope here is to turn their meme skills into moneymakers.
We've started developing an app. We've started developing a documentary. We are developing a TV show.
But they're never too busy for a laugh.
I just saw a picture of a muscular monk sweeping, and I said, "Damn, bro, how much can you zen?" I thought that was pretty funny.
Besides all the funny memes, Tank also shares his sobriety on social media. A recovering alcoholic, he says it is really important to be open and honest with people about who you are, not only so they can connect with you in an authentic way, but so they don't feel like they're alone. Guys, he's absolutely hysterical, we know that, but just a good human being, too.
Yeah.
It's just
It's crazy he's just doing that in a parking lot at the 7-Eleven half the time. Like, you might Go right in.
He's
get a big
unbelievable.
up, you have no idea. He's cranking out
While
a
we
meme.
were with him and he was at 7-Eleven, made a meme. While he was sitting at the kitchen table, made a meme.
That's what he does.
Yep.
He's got
great.
a good story.
Yeah.